In this week's Ami update, we're going on a pumpkin hunt. Yes, quite a few of you have said that you'd like to see me actually driving Ami rather than these sort of static updates we've done for the past 3 weeks. And today I've been sent out on the weekend of Halloween to try and acquire some pumpkins. I don't know if I'm going to have much success with that. I can't imagine the supermarkets have much stock left. But it'll probably be a decent chance to visit a few places in Ami. Now, I've only got 22 miles of range remaining. Hopefully, we will manage to find what we're looking for and get home again without running out. I'm hopeful the in-car footage will be a little bit more stable this time than in the driving home video. I've got a slightly smoother camera on the go with some actual image stabilization, so hopefully things will be improved. The ride certainly is bumpy, make no doubt about it, but I think the camera I used the last time definitely didn't help things. Got 224 miles on the clock as I start this journey this week. I haven't really been out at all for the past week. Actually, someone commented on the last video saying like, "Oh, I'm surprised you're hardly using it. I cycled more than that in a week." And it's like, well, you know, I work from home most of the time. If I don't need to drive, then I tend not to go out for a drive. I mean, I don't know, it's a little bit odd. Just because you cycle more than that in a week doesn't mean that I need to drive more than that in a week. I'm sure we will have some higher mileage weeks as time goes on. So as usual, I'd like to talk a little bit about how the UK orders and deliveries are progressing. I've actually noticed a huge uptick in people posting on the Ami Facebook groups and stuff like that, saying, "Oh, my car was delivered today," which is really, really good. It seems like Citroen UK are really, really turning it up now with the deliveries, which is awesome news. Still some reports of people not getting the colour pack that they'd ordered and those being held up, so I'm not sure what's going on there. One person who did get the colour pack, knowing that they couldn't install the bag hook and the dividing net, so it seems that that's still an ongoing problem. Still no more word from the UK Ami team for me on how to resolve that issue. Now, obviously, I could just lash something up, I could fix it myself, but I'm kind of, and I've seen a few people suggest that in the groups, you know, just, you know, get some rev nuts or some spring clips or something like that, and you could fit those items. And I know that, you know, I know I could fit them, but I'd sort of take the stance that I don't see why I should. The orange accessory pack was £400. Part of it doesn't fit. You know, in my eyes, it's very much up to Citroen to resolve that issue. I shouldn't be having to bodge that up myself. And that's definitely my take on it. But I get why some people would say, "Oh, sod it, I'm just going to fix it myself." The bag hook especially, very handy. I totally understand why people would be very keen to get that on the go. But overall, very, very good news that deliveries are progressing. It's really good to see people actually take delivery of their Amis after, you know, waiting quite a long time now. And whilst the sort of order to delivery time hasn't been that long, you need to bear in mind is that a lot of UK customers reserved or placed an initial sort of reservation deposit expression of interest more than a year ago. So I think, like it was for me, you know, seeing them actually finally be delivered and people finally take delivery is really cool. I like to believe that the lead times are getting worse and worse in France, especially, where there's huge demand for Ami. So it seems like things in the UK are still progressing quite well, and I'm sure that means that anybody that's currently waiting for their car in the UK is going to see it fairly shortly, which is really good. So the first supermarket of the day then is Tesco, the one closest to my house. Will they have any pumpkins? Time will tell. I'm not going to be here long enough to charge, otherwise with the range remaining I probably would plug in and top up, but this is very much going to be a flying visit. We will avoid parking in the trolley bay today because it looks like it is occupied, but we'll park next to it. We have some pumpkins, and I've just realised that the audio for the first section of this video is going to be crap because I'm relying on the internal camera audio. So although I've got this lovely microphone here, it wasn't recording. So yeah, apologies for the audio in the start of this. I would refilm it, but then it wouldn't be very real time and accurate then, would it? So there we are. But yeah, Tesco came up with the goods. So unfortunately for you, there'll be no scrabbling around town trying to find the last pumpkin. They didn't have loads of them, but they did have the 3 I was looking for. So we are all pumpkined up. And it looks like all you'll be getting is a sort of a 6 mile or so round trip rather than the full desperate scavenging for pumpkins round town. But hey ho, off we go, shall we? Still haven't got around to fitting me stickers to the outside yet. I'm a little bit closer. I've managed to remember to grab a bucket, sponge and some car shampoo from my storage unit and take them home so I can actually give this a wash one day. And hopefully that'll be the precursor to fitting said stickers, but we're not there yet. I noticed a couple of people saying that they found it a bit of a nightmare getting them straight and stuff when they were fitting them, so it'll be quite interesting to see how that goes. I'm not usually very good at stuff like that, so that could be quite interesting. It could end up quite crooked. I suppose that's one of the downsides of the sort of DIY approach to the colour pack, having to sticker stuff up. You know, you're going to have to be able to align it and stuff yourself. So a few people I've seen say actually that's one of the reasons they opted for the pop or the vibe, is because they wouldn't have to fit all the accessories themselves. I kind of get that, but hopefully we will get those stickered up for you fairly shortly. It has been quite a while now and I just keep putting it off. It's because the car is filthy and it's just getting filthier because I haven't actually bothered to wash it. Every time I go to wash it, it's either it's been raining or I haven't had the stuff to do it. So hopefully that will change fairly shortly. So a bit precarious with these pumpkins rolling about in the footwell here. I kind of wish the net was there so I could keep them away, but I mean they're not going very far. But yeah, it would be a bit nice if we had the sort of some separation here. So at times like this, I kind of wish I'd bought the cargo version, to be honest, because they would have fitted really well in the big storage bit you get in the cargo. But I actually thought long and hard about buying the Ami cargo because I think most of the time I'm using it, it's just me anyway. I've not got a passenger, so you know, having the storage section might actually made it more useful. But I mean, there's plenty of room in here. It's just more the cargo has a proper section where you can actually store stuff, which is pretty good. There's real length in the Ami cargo. I love to see, you know, Domino's or someone like that use them for deliveries. I think they'd be great. Domino's did those cars in America with the sort of pizza keep warm thing built into the back. I'll see if I can find a picture of one of those. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I think you could do the same with the Ami cargo. You put a sort of heating element in the storage thing it comes with, and you can keep your pizzas warm for your deliveries. I think that'd be really cool. It'd be interesting to see if anybody does go down that route. So there we are then. My pumpkin hunt was successful. It wasn't as lengthy or as involving a video as I thought it was going to be, but do let me know if you want to see more of this just kind of live action, just milling around doing mundane stuff kind of content, because I'm sure we could make that happen. I've actually managed to land myself a little bit of a commute again. So I did in my sort of main job, I work from home apart from when I occasionally visit the office, which is hundreds of miles away, and you know, we know that we're not going to be using Ami for that journey. But for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you'll remember that during the sort of COVID lockdowns and stuff, I ended up working for major frozen food retailer as a home delivery driver. I did that for quite a while just because the things had got a bit weird in the sort of IT contract market where I'm normally gainfully employed. I actually decided to go back for a little bit to doing that just at the weekend, like one shift a week kind of thing. They're really busy in the run up to Christmas. You know, pick up some hours here and there just to get myself out of the house, keep myself busy, but it does mean I have a little bit of a commute. So it's about 5 or 6 miles each way to and from the shop. So Ami will definitely be being used for that. I think it's absolutely perfect for that. So city commute. So it means there is scope for these kind of update vlogs to turn into a bit of actually I'll take you with me on my mundane commute and show you a bit of what life with Ami actually using it for something like that is like. So let me know if you want to see that. We can maybe make that happen because it's going to be a regular thing. I think every Saturday or every Sunday I'll be doing that for a bit. So yeah, that could work out quite well. That's pretty much it for this video. I got my pumpkins. I'm quite happy. Ami did its job for a quick run to the supermarket. It was only like 6-7 mile round trip, so it wasn't anything particularly exciting, but we got there and it's all good. If you're still waiting on your order, I do hope you have some good news very soon. I think we're definitely getting there. The momentum's building. Citroen are finally getting them delivered, which is really good news. So do let me know what's happening if you're waiting on your Ami. Let me know if you hear anything. If you get a sort of revised delivery date. So I'm dying to see you all actually take delivery of your cars and enjoy them like I am. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.